Bonjour, je m'appelle Jane, je suis comme Tom, bienvenue à Mitahato.
Bonjour, mon ami, comment ça va?
We were living in abject poverty.
But
Soso bonjour, naambia bonjour, wanaona soso ana maneno. Soso amefurahi.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Katrina the Traveler, and today I'm in the village of Mitahato. People from this place speak in French in Kenya.
bonjour, mon ami, comment ça va?
I'll be interacting with Chris Mburu, who is the founder of this amazing place. Come with me.
My name is Chris Mburu. I was born in this village in Mitahato. I was raised here. I was actually raised right in this house, which I then turned into a French library. I went to the primary school here at Mitahato, and then I went for my O Levels at a place called Queen of Apostles Seminary. Then I went to Nairobi School and the University of Nairobi. Life growing up was a lot of fun, but we were living in abject poverty. So it was full of fun, but we knew that our chances in making it in life were limited. So it was a very difficult knowledge. But by luck, I was able to make it. I left the village, and I was even able to leave the country and to the United States to study there. And then I got a job with the United Nations, and I work with the United Nations.
When did the connection of an African man and a French man meet?
I was sent to work in the Democratic Republic of Congo at a time that I did not speak one word of French. And it was very, very difficult for me learning French. And but I really persevered with it, and I became fluent. And that is why I decided that I was going to make it a little easier for the kids in my village than it had been for me to learn French. And that is why I decided to start a French library, and eventually created the first French-speaking village in Kenya. I started with a library, and this was 2019. And of course, it was just a very small collection of books. And we didn't even have anybody coming to read because nobody reads French. But what happened then when COVID came and the schools were closed, kids around the village were looking for something to do, and their parents sent them here to read books and to learn French, which had then been introduced. So it was 2019, and 3 years later, you have a lot of children in this village speaking French. Some young people in this village that I had exposed to the French language, 2 of them in Congo and 1 of them in Burundi, because I had worked in these countries. I work mainly in Francophone countries. And so I sent them to these countries for a short period, and they learned French, and then they became the teachers. So all this is homegrown. This is a Mitahato affair for Mitahato.
So we say chop, by the way, it's called cray, la cray.
Classes are free. The people can take lessons here for free. And if you want to have very advanced classes, you can organize with one of the professors. You make your own arrangements, and you remunerate them the way you want. But otherwise, this is a free center. Children come here to learn for free.
How expensive was it to start?
Actually, it was not expensive at all, because I was born and raised in this house, so we don't have to pay rent. This is our family house, and I decided I wanted to make it a library. And all the books you see in this library are actually secondhand. I don't get brand new books. I ask for books from my friends in the United Nations, in other places, and People are actually very happy to give me French books because a lot of them don't even use them. The issue of language is very, very important because language is not only a mode of communication, it is also an economic issue. And I'll tell you what I have observed, especially here in Africa. There's Africa that speaks French, and there's Africa that speaks English. And it seems to me that there's an invisible linguistic war between the two Africas. And it's just sad because if you have something to sell, you know, a product to sell or something to communicate to the rest of Africa, and you're from East Africa, you need French because that's the language they use there. That's the language they teach in at the universities. The people in West Africa and especially French-speaking West Africa, when they have things to trade and to communicate, they use French.
And true to Chris' words, have a look at this.
I come from Rwanda.
Sali, utaniambiaje? Sali ni sali juu. Sali tulisema ni ama hello. Yes.
Everybody in Africa should be able to speak their mother tongue. They should be able to speak a national language. For example, here, everybody should be able to speak Swahili. Everybody should be able to speak English. And in addition to that, I'm saying add French so that you can diversify and so that you can be understood everywhere.
What does the community say about this project?
The community of Mitahato is very, very excited about this project. First of all, it's put their little village on the world map. They're very, very excited. There have been all sorts of media reports, both here and abroad, about what this village is all about, and the fact that a village in the middle of nowhere has introduced French. And that has made them very, very proud of themselves. They feel that they're unique. They feel that we should go on. And one of the things that told me about that was I was very excited when the parents came and they said, we don't just want our kids to learn this language. We want to learn French as well.
I couldn't leave this place without having a word with the parents.
Nasema Mitahato. Hapa tu karibu na hiyo shule yetu, mkuje kama mko wengi sana, kwa sababu hakuna kitu tunalipishwa huko, ni kusoma tu tujue Kifrench. Na tena watoto wetu wanafurahi sana kwa sababu wanasomanga Kifrench. Sasa wanataka hata nyinyi wazazi mkuje tushikane ndio tushikilie watoto wetu. Bonjour, je m'appelle Jane, je suis comme Tom, bienvenue à Mitahato. Jabita Mitahato. Hivyo ni kusema habari yako. Mimi naitwa Jenjeri na kwetu ni Mitahato na mimi nimefurahi sana. Karibuni.
By the look on their face, you can see the excitement.
Who is the greatest supporter?
Oh, the greatest supporter of this project is the people of Mitahato. And I really have to tell you that because it's we started with nothing. But if we didn't have the parents sending the students here, if we didn't have some of the teachers coming to help here, and they're all from Mitahato, and they don't get paid, they're all voluntary workers, it would not have taken off. So those are the ones I credit this success to.
Okay. Do you have any disadvantages that you feel they come along in this project?
I do not think, I can't think of any disadvantages. I can just think that there are a lot of people who wish they had done French before. There are a lot of people who want their kids to come here, but the kids are studying somewhere else, and they don't get the chance to be here.
Okay.
So, but otherwise, I don't see any difficulty.
What does it make you feel when you see kids and their parents coming to a project that you started?
I'm very proud of the work that we have done, and I'm very, very excited to see kids here, to see their parents here. Recently, we had a big event here in the village in which we had invited ambassadors and other dignitaries, and the key highlight was the parents singing in French and welcoming the visitors in French. That made me feel very good because it's a mark of confidence. It shows that they want their kids to study the language, and they are saying, we're even willing to support you by joining in the effort.
Bonjour mon ami, comment ça va? Bonjour mon ami, comment ça va? Ça va bien, ça va mal, ça va comme ci, comme ça. Bonjour mon ami, comment ça va?
Je suis tiré,
Il est allé, nous sommes vous êtes, ils sont excellents. Je suis tiré, il est allé, nous sommes vous êtes, ils sont excellents. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche, samedi, dimanche.
During our event, we had the ambassador of France, who was accompanied by the ambassador of Belgium, the ambassador of the Republic of Congo, the ambassador of Angola, and the United Nations ambassador. So they were all here, and it was quite humbling to see how far we've come. And the people of Mitahato came out in their large numbers to welcome these ambassadors. And they were quite impressed by the work that is being done here, and especially the ambassador of France, who was our guest of honor. He was deeply, deeply touched by what we are doing, and he said he has never seen anything like this in all his diplomatic service. He promised to support the people of Mitahato in this quest. It's only been a few days, so we don't know what that will translate into. But really, we were very, very thankful for this visit, and we were very, very happy that the event was so successful.
I feel so good when I'm giving back to my society. Teaching the Mitahato kids is so fun because they are so cooperative. And then, as I teach, I feel good because I'm also in that process improving my French. French, isitoke kama r, but oh. So we say mardi.
Mardi.
Everyone, mardi.
Mardi.
Mercredi.
Mercredi.
So we say chop, by the way, it's called cré. La cré. La cré. That is a chop.
I am Margaret. I learned French here in Mitahato. I also bake snacks, French snacks. I bake crepes, I bake croissant, and I love it. I love doing it because it is my course, so it has helped me. I work here actually. Once you come back, I will bake for you croissant so that you can feel at least you are in France, in a small France in Mitahato.
I'm librarian here. Wageni wakikuja nitawaongelesha na French.
I was encouraged by a little boy learning French. So I felt that challenge. I want to break it. Yeah.
When Ambassador visited, how did that make you feel?
At first we felt nice, famous. It was a nice feeling, spending the day with him. And with them, they were many. And we were happy, and we want them to come back more and more.
Do you want to get outside Kenya, maybe go to France?
Like all day, all time. I think about it. We think, okay, we want to go out.
All of you?
Yes.
nilionelea nikuje French kwa sababu watoto wangu wanakujanga French. Kwa hivyo hata mimi nikaona nikuwe nikikuja ndio niwashikilie, ndio waone maana ya kusoma. Tunaongeanga sana, hata hawa watoto wakitaka kucheza na mimi wananiuliza, kwa nini Soso unanyamaza hivyo? Soso bonjour. Naambia bonjour, wanaona Soso hana maneno. Soso amefurahi.
So you're proud of Chris?
Yes.
What can you tell Chris?
Thank you so much and God bless him.
This is in Kiambu County. Has the government, the county government of Kiambu helped you in any way?
Not so far. We haven't had any engagement with the county government of Kiambu, but today we had the very pleasant visit and support of the local MCA. This is the MCA of Ngewa Ward, who came here, and he actually sent greetings from the governor, and the governor had seen the story. He was congratulating the MCA of Ngewa, saying, I see in Mitahato there are good things happening. So we are beginning to engage them, and we are beginning to work with them, because unless we work with the government, we can't really make an impact, because if it is the introduction of French in primary schools, the support for teachers and all that, we really need the government to support the schools. We cannot do it on our own here, because we're running a center here in the village, but it's not, it has no means to support other schools. Today, when the MCA was visiting, he actually announced something very significant. He said that he's going to sponsor a bill in the county government to make the learning of French mandatory in Kiambu County. So that is already a huge step forward. Helping communities amounts to helping ourselves, and amounts to helping even the government. So I always encourage people, even when they do not have money, to try and do something small. One small act can change a community. So a lot of the times people look at the problems around them and they say, what can I possibly do? And then they fold their arms and walk away. But it's very, very important to think, I can do one little thing that can change the situation.
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm very happy. The people of Mitahato, I'm very, very excited about the support you have given to this project. I promise that I'm going to do everything possible. I'm going to get all the support we can to make this a big success, and to make our village a special village in the entire world.
Katerina the traveler. Katerina the traveler.